Hello everyone, I'm Assistant Professor Dr. Parichart from the Faculty of Interdisciplinary Studies, Khon University, Nong Khai campus. Thank you for inviting me to this conference and for giving me the opportunity to talk about English learning and teaching in Thailand amid COVID-19 situation. At this moment, we are still in COVID-19 situation. However, COVID-19 cannot stop us conducting research. In my opinion, COVID-19 can take us apart for some time, but it gives us more opportunities to carry out more research. I believe that in every difficulty, there are opportunities. Now, some researchers tend to investigate issues of English learning and teaching amid the COVID-19 situation. For example, learners' readiness for online learning, readiness factors and barriers in blended learning classrooms, and the effectiveness of online learning tools. It seems to me that, as a researcher, all of us are trying to improve and develop our instructional management. We may be a little distant, but miss each other more. We are spreading knowledge, not spreading coronavirus. As I mentioned earlier, there is always an opportunity in every crisis. Coronavirus is a turning point of English learning and teaching in Thailand. In the past, language learning activities were normally available only in the classroom. During the severe coronavirus outbreak, during April to June, in Thailand, more distance teaching was being used instead of the normal classroom in order to prevent infections. In some countries, both online learning and in-class approaches were employed. Because of the coronavirus, we all need to adjust ourselves in terms of instructional management as well as evaluation. We have to develop and improve our instructional management. A variety of workshops, for instance, online learning tools, and online testing, have been created and provided in order to help us to make use of them effectively. Meanwhile, learners are also required to be ready for online learning. Thailand is open to the use of internet media such as YouTube, Facebook, and other related websites. Thailanders tend to watch online movies. We cannot deny that Netflix is doing very well worldwide. In Thailand, Netflix is one of popular online movies among Thai teens. In terms of translation course, movies in Netflix are suggested to use as one of teaching instruments. Learners will be happier, more motivated, and more interested in their translating lesson. At the same time, they will be able to use language in their translation. In terms of speaking skills, commercials and news can be used to improve learners' speaking skills because learners will have more chances to acquire language in real situations. In terms of reading, listening skills, including critical thinking, YouTube and chat websites can inspire and spread worthwhile ideas to learners. In terms of grammar, we can collect related topics from YouTube website and make use of it both in classroom and online learning. That means that Learners are able to learn by themselves. However, normal classroom is still necessary. Only during COVID-19, we have to keep social distance that makes such innovation inevitable. Teaching and learning evaluation cannot be taken for granted. After having used innovations, we need to scrutinize and explore the weak and strong points of those innovations. How long do learners spend their time on assignments? Are there Are they getting better at their English skills, that is, listening, speaking, reading, and writing? And are there any delayed signals of their speaking and thinking skills? What do you think about this question? What is the key of language acquisition? In my opinion, the key of language acquisition is to listen and speak frequently. Speaking English may not be 100% grammatically structured because in real situations, we don't always use technical terms. We just use general words and talk about it. The point is, to be honest, we just use language as a tool to communicate. We don't learn English to learn only grammar structures, but we make use of it to convey and receive messages in order to understand each other. Mistakes are inevitable. Anyone can make mistakes. It may not be 100% correct. A native speaker may not say the same sentence, but they can express the same meaning. Most importantly, when we convey the message, and the receiver must know and understand the message. If the messages have been already stated, the sentences are grammatically correct, but the receiver doesn't understand it. In other words, making mistakes doesn't mean that everything is wrong, but mistakes must be learned and understood. It's better than everything is correct. This is the heart of language learning. One thing that we overlook in learning languages is that if you look carefully, you will see that children don't learn grammar. 3 to 4-year-old children are able to listen and speak without saying grammatically complete sentences, but they can still tell us what they want. Children are good examples of language teaching and learning because when children are 4 to 5 years old of our nations and languages, they will be able to talk to adults. So, what is the point of communication? It is to speak, know what to say. The children look, hear their parents, then they try to speak. The children are representatives of human beings. Children express what they want and get what they want. The revolution in teaching and learning in English is how to teach learners to acquire things and know how to make use of it. For adult learners, we should think about what will make them learn more. Therefore, we have to look at the child's speech development. That is the truth of human evolution, that we don't have to put our mind into it. No need to add anything. Children can talk about it. Language culture is civilization. This is a human civilization that seeks to pass on a linguistic culture from generation to generation. What do you think about this question? How does a child learn to speak fluently? Are we actually going to the right way or the wrong way? Why can children speak Thai? Thai children who were born in Thailand can speak Thai. Chinese children who were born in China can speak Chinese, and French children born in France can speak French. That is because they listen often, watch often, and speak often. These processes are natural ways. It can be said that communication is in the DNA of survival. Therefore, adults who are learning a language will have to use the thinking process the child uses, and we will understand what to do or to say. How do they learn to speak fluently? Not going to sit and listen to lectures or attend workshops. Think like a child thinks, not thinking like a child. How do children talk to parents, friends, and those around them? For example, a child learns the value of $1, $5, and $100. It is to say that children of all nations can speak. That means that it's not too difficult for anyone to learn because children can do it. Children are humans. Children are people of all nations and languages. No matter what country, language, children can speak. Just like this song, foreigners tried to sing this song in order to send nostalgia and encouragement to each other during our COVID-19 situation. So, these are the guidelines for solving our language learning problems, not just the English language. Language is natural. If we don't pretend and accept this truth, this is the truth of language learning, and we are the world. Thank you very much.